Hello and welcome back to another video. It's me, Andrew. Today I'm going to show you how to use the hit score visualizer mod for Beat Saber. Now it's generally easy, it might take you seconds to get used to, but this is how you do it. So if you're using VS Manager, which I know a lot of you do, you're going to want to go ahead and go into the settings and open folder. If you don't have this, then go ahead and find your Beat Saber folder for your modded version and go into, so it should just be around here. So VS Manager instances, or just wherever you have your version instance, go ahead and find that and you should come into this page, or whatever modding software you have should have the folder somewhere for you to find. Anyways, go to user data and go to hit score visualizer right here and hit score visualizer config. You don't need VS Code for this. You can open this in a text document if you really need to, so open with choose another app, notepad. You can just do that, and then you'll have it in here, and you can edit it in here as well, just in case you don't have any of the coding stuff. But I do coding, so I just have it in VS Code. Anyways, that's some basic stuff there. I'm going to wring this down, that's not important. Anyways, so in here, what you need to do is the threshold means what number this has to go to for it to pop up. So if you get perfect 115, a party popper will pop up for me. That's what I changed it to. 101 and up to 101 to 114, it will say excellent, and 1 to 100 and 1 to 100, it will say bad, and 0 is it's impressive that I even did that because I don't think that's even possible. Now that's all you need to know for the threshold. For the text, I'll link this in the description, but if you want to learn about what these percentage and numbers right here mean, the percentage B, I'll link this in the description, but you can go ahead and go to the GitHub page, and they'll have this right here, the format tokens. So like N means a new line, so it'll have something, and then under that it'll have another thing. So a percentage symbol, don't know what you do with that, maybe like the percentage that it goes up by. The V means the score contributed by the swing before cutting the block. So I think that just says score. I'm not 100% sure what that means. I'm not the best with this. An arrow that points towards the center line. Okay. The total score of the cut. So if you want to have text and under that text a number, you would do percentage N and percentage S, because that'll make a new line, and under that, making it to go under the text, and after it goes under the text, it'll give you the score. Anyways, that's besides the point. That's basically how you learn how this percentage stuff works. On top of that, in this GitHub page, you just got a bunch of random stuff here, like what all this means. So go ahead and look at that. It'll be in the description. Now, for this, if you ever do anything with HTML, then you might know what this. Then you might recognize this, but you will see that it's the same as HTML. If you don't know HTML, that's fine. Down here, this should by default be down here. Grab the size and then the left. Is that less than? It's, I don't know, less than or greater than slash size, then whatever it is, and then go ahead and paste that up here, or just rewrite it down here. And mine is at 150%, and it'll display a party popper. But if you do not want to do that, you can put it to 80. You don't really need the size; it'll be default size if you don't have the size thing there. By default, I think this says excellent, and it doesn't really do anything by default, I don't think. But that's how I do it. So every time I hit 115, it pops up with that. Down here is other stuff you can look through the GitHub. Again, if you just want to figure out what that does. But I'm going to get on to the next thing. Okay, so color. You might be looking at this and think, oh, it might be RGB. Well, kind of. So yes, this is RGB, but it's not what you might think. So this is RGB, but every number is divided by 100. I mean, 100. Every number is divided by 255. Don't worry, you don't have to do this by hand. I made a little Python code that I'll put in the description, this right here, to do it for you. But basically, to get these numbers, you want to go onto Google. You can do any color picker, but you want to grab the RGB code. So here, I'll go ahead and restart this, run it again. So here I have crimson, and I have 150, 27, 48. This is the RGB code. So I want to do 150. In my code, you put in 150. What is it? 27, 48? Yeah, 27, 48. You want to do 27 and then 48. So the first number, the second number, and the third number. Okay, back with a little cut in here. What I said about the code and stuff, you might get confused because of how fast I went. So again, in the description, I will have some Python code that'll do the dividing of the color, the RGB color, for you. all you have to do is copy and paste that into a compiler. A compiler is basically what runs the code. So look up online, or just look up Python compiler right here. Go and pick one of these. This one would work. I usually use this one. This is my favorite one. And you can just go in here and go ahead and paste the code. Do I have it? No. Okay, I have the RGB thing. Anyways, once you paste it, it'll pop up with this. And now they have this code in here. All you have to do is hit run, and then just follow the instructions. Then you just want to copy and paste this right into these three specific numbers. You don't want to change this one. That's opacity, fade, I think. It's either opacity or fade. If I am correct with RGB, with my experience with it. But anyways, if I were to paste this into here, you'll see that it changes the RGB number to be this. I think before I had it at red, green. I had it at some type of green, because that's red, green, blue. So it was some type of green. But now you just want to make sure everything's indented correctly to be on this line right here with along the 1, and that's how you do the color. Going ahead and really quickly reset to that. You can change this to false if you want. I'm not sure what that does. You can go. I looked at a different video to learn this literally yesterday. Ask questions to comment. If you come into something, I will answer your questions in the comments, and hopefully I can figure out how to fix that for you if you do not figure it out yourself. But yeah, again, you can look at the descriptions for the before cut angle judgment, and then like the chain head judgments. Again, just go to the GitHub in here, link description, and look at this. This should be for the latest version. If you want the latest version also, you can see it's right there. And that should be it. Thank you for watching, and that was my quick tutorial. Also, make sure to save your files. Anyways, goodbye.